So I think a couple of things. So firstly, from a cost perspective, things have to become more accessible. And so whether that's depending less on big fixed costs of expensive library, faculty building, faculty sets, and actually scaling through platforms like Booklick and others as a way to distribute ideas and knowledge more efficiently is going to become really more important. I think I talked about this earlier, measuring outcomes that matter, and really embracing that scientific process of experimentation and testing and improving, not counting clicks, which happens in so much of the education and edtech industry today. Count outcomes, measure outcomes, set standards. Does this tool actually drive an outcome or not? I think too much of education, whether it be content, whether it be prestige of a university, is based on reputation, and that reputation isn't measured. And in the macrometrics that you're seeing, they're not really looking really good at all. So I think embracing measurement, embracing experimentation, and really going to improve outcomes. People should walk into this industry thinking, how can I improve learning outcomes and raise education standards, whatever market or segment or slice I'm serving. I think what we're also going to start to see is a shift from what I call, this is why I'm backing and getting involved with Booklick. We're going to see a shift from traditional supply industries to more demand side industries. And what I mean by that is, if you think about the traditional publishing or content model, you actually go and make something, and the power is all in about the authors and this product that you can ship into the market. And you control through paywalls and distribution and all this kind of stuff. I think ultimately, if you look at other industries, it's going to shift from not who owns the hotel, but who owns the booking list, the people who are looking for things and matching demand and supply. So these platform businesses, whether they be Airbnb or Uber or what have you. And I think these sort of demand-driven platforms or market-making platforms are going to become more and more important, because markets will always trade to the most efficient point, whereas pipelines, they want to maximize the value of what they're making. So kind of different incentives, and we've seen some of the damage that other players in the industry have done to research or learning from that sort of pipeline mindset. I think also, so moving from supply to demand driven, I think the final thing that I'm actually part of and experimenting myself with is it's no longer going to be one size fits all. And what I mean by that, traditionally, you just go to one university, you do it for your 3 or 4 years, you get your degree, you do your courses, all your materials. I think we're going to see a lot more stacking of credentials and of courses and ways you're going to learn. So right now I'm doing a course on Wharton and fintech. It's for 6 weeks. It's intensive. I'm forming a group with 100 other people around the world who are interested in disruption in fintech, and then we'll disperse and I'll have that credit to put towards something. And again, I don't necessarily need to have another master's degree, but it's my learning opportunity. One thing where I saw this really happening is in my last company, we had a summer internship program, and we ran it over 2 years. So it was a 2-year time difference, and we got, about 100 applications each year, maybe a bit more in the second year. And in the first year, we were looking through all the CVs, and maybe 1 or 2 people mentioned credits or courses they got at another university online through some sort of hybrid model. The following year, there was a significant increase. It was not just 1 or 2 courses. People were really stacking up other opportunities at other universities. So I think you're going to see people shopping around more for what they want to study and where they want to study. It's no longer about getting a degree from one place. And more employers are going to recognize that. And I think the market will become a lot more fluid and fungible. So you can match your skills, you can get your skills that will hit demand or your interest anyway. And so there'll be a much better matching of demand and supply through the breaking up of whole degrees and whole big unit investment pieces, such as popping up for 4 years of college.